Hey there, lads and lasses. This here is Thunderhand64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States. Here it is just past 3 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, and if you got the updates on the Discord, that can only mean that it's time for some buffoonery on the Buffooncraft SMP server. Okay, so let me see. We had to delay our stream a little bit today. I was originally hoping on Fridays to go from excuse me, dry throat here. There we go. So on Fridays, I was originally hoping to get to go to from 1 to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But we got some family stuff that's scheduled that's in the way of that. And so I think I'm going to have to go 3 to 5 regularly on Friday. So we'll see how that's going to go next Friday. But I'm pretty sure that that's going to be how it's going to be. And let me see. So update on the schedule. If you haven't read the Discord messages, we're going to go with a Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So Wednesday, I'll try to keep that from 1 to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That'll be Generations. Friday will likely be changed to 3 to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be Buffooncraft. Kachi time will remain the same on Sunday from 4 to 6. So, all right. With that in mind, let's get on with a little bit of Buffooncraft. So today in Buffooncraft, what I would like to do is a little bit behind on the Buffooncraft stuff, sort of. I'm behind on the hand build that we're working on. So, but I have been working on other things, and we'll see that when we log on to the server a little bit later. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lay out the schematics for the 10 slices that I have planned next. Hopefully, I'll get through about 5 of them on this stream. We'll see how we do. But not only that, but you can get an idea of the process of how I lay these out and stuff. So, without further ado, let's get on with this. So you can see I've already mapped out slice 141 here. You can see the fingers are starting to come into place. And again, we're placing less blocks now, I think, per layer. But now registering them, now we have more things to register. And so it's more difficult to place them a little bit. There's a little bit more counting to do and stuff. And so I think it doesn't make these layers go by any faster. I think it balances out and makes them just about the same. And if it isn't, our very own Princess Nebula! Hey, Nebs, how are you doing? Good to see you today. There we go, and there's the shout-out for the mighty Princess Nebula. And also, you're not done with that? Of course I'm not done with that. Shut, would you mind? Well, let me see. You're not going to give a shout-out to yourself, and I just did Nebula, so... Meaning I just did her shout-out. Context, people, context. There we go. And shout-out for fellow buffoon Shut Mountain. There we go. How are you two doing today? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Wow, double. Oh, Nebula already jumped right on that, I can see. Okay. See, it's mods, people. Thunderhand, just let the mods do their job. Just let them do their job. Okay, so let me see. We're going to map out the slices here. And I'm in Affinity Designer. That's the program I'm using for this. And it's a really cool drawing graphics software. It's not very expensive at all either. And most of all, you don't pay by subscription, which I really like that. You pay just a one-time purchase, and that's it. You're done. And that's the way I like it. So I don't like software that does the subscription thing where you have a monthly thing that you have to do. That is not cool. I go with just relaxing a bit before Friday night fun begins. Alrighty, so let's get with this, shall we? So what happens is when we make the 3D model and we convert it into voxels, I should say, That software also creates a slice of each layer of blocks too, and this is how I do this. And then it pushes it out in a PDF, but this doesn't register that well, and you'll see why. So I bring it over into my Affinity Designer here, and I've set up the grid, and those of you who have been following this know that the blue lines are set up to correspond with the chunk borders, and then the red lines are the individual blocks, and so I register them from the PDF here over into this, so then it allows me to place the blocks and stuff where they're going to go. Allows me to register things. And this kind of situation, I can't really do that because, let's zoom up. I already did 141, so let's take a look at 142. If I zoom up on one of these, you can see it plots its own grid is the problem. And this grid is set on blocks of 10 instead of blocks of 16. And so these won't line up with the grid that you get when you press F3G in Minecraft, right? And so I have to get this onto that kind of a grid. And so one of the first things I do is I go in and I temporarily edit the PDF, and then I just save it again after that, or I dispose of the changes is what I do there. And so I'll put a bounding rectangle around it, so I'll keep that. And then let me see, how am I doing here? All right, so I've placed all the bounding rectangles that I need. This helps me register them to the layout on Affinity Designer. And then what I want to do next is I want to then get rid of the grid and some of this extra lettering that we don't need behind this, and just keep the blocks and the rectangle with the title of the layer. So with that in mind, I think I've already done so with 141. So we can just go expand each one of these layers like this. There we go. And then scroll all the way down to the bottom, and I find it's better to work from the bottom up. It's pretty easy to do that. Interesting. Yeah, this is how we go about doing this without using Lightmatica or Schematica or any of those, right? So it, you know, you have to do some grinding, some grindy stuff, but, you know, I'm always up for that. Okay, so that's the lettering where you see right there. Where this says curve, that's actually, those are the components of the grid, like this. So you just select all those and delete all those, right? And then where it says rectangle, those are actually the blocks. Now, I just did that for layer 143, but what happened to layer 142? That kind of disappeared on me. I hope I didn't get rid of that when I was in a hurry setting this up before the stream. But we'll see. We'll go back and we'll figure out what's going on with that. It probably just got moved and shuffled in the incorrect order. So because I have 141 and 143, and I seem to be missing 142. And 142 might have gotten transferred into 141. That happens sometimes. So we just scroll up and we select all the curves here, and we keep all the rectangles. It doesn't really take that long to do. It only takes a few minutes. So it's not my favorite thing to do on stream. I like to have this prepped ahead of time. But, you know, running a little short on time this stream here. I just use my non-existent brain and place the blocks. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it does not. That's the preferable method. I do that a lot with almost all the builds. But I can't really do... Yeah, see, 142. So that just got selected out of... sequence, and you saw the grid pattern just disappeared behind it. All right, so let's drag this down. Shot, there's nothing wrong with that. Let's undo that. Where did that go? Did that go up here? Maybe. I gotta fix that. It's really hard to talk and do this at the same time. But, you know, I just can't place blocks and sketch it out at random in here because you miss a few blocks and then the whole structure is off and stuff like that. It's actually a pretty precise thing to have to do. In this kind of a build it is, you know, so. But most of the time I just sketch things out just like you guys do. You know, in other words, I certainly wouldn't be doing this if I had to, if there was a better way to do it. There's no way I would put myself through this. And I wouldn't put the viewers in the stream through this either if it wasn't absolutely necessary. But especially doing things like trying to stream while I'm doing this. You know, I have to have ways of alerting myself when I've misplaced blocks and things like that. Because otherwise, you know, it throws the build off. And while we may not miss like a block here or a block there, you know, compounding errors like that will really throw the whole thing off if there's enough of them. So I'm sure there's got to be one or two places where I've missed a block here and there, but you know, so far I can't really tell that it shows. So sometimes a lot of the verification of the slice that I'm working on depends on the slice below it too. And that's where we have problems with things like that. If the slice below it's wrong, then it compounds all the way up through the other slices. And it's a nightmare. And where we're placing iron blocks like that, you really don't want that stuff to happen. Fixing it is really hard at that point, if it's even possible. So having an architectural eye seems to help me a lot. I can look at a piece and see if it is out of square at work without using a tool and tell you how far off it is. Yeah, like you did the other day. We saw you do that on your stream, right? When you were building your current structure. And you're like, wait a minute, something's off here. And when you step back and you look at it, stuff. Yeah, you could tell right away where you were off, and you were able to fix it pretty easily. This where there's 192 slices. You know, that's a lot to keep track of, I think. I'm not saying you couldn't do it. I'm saying I definitely can't. So, all right. So, yeah, 142 got bound into maybe I can just cut that whole layer out. Maybe I can't. Let's undo it. How do I get this out of the other layer? There we go. You can put it between the layers if it's done right. There we go. And then you can drag this in between one. No, see, it just went between those again. Sometimes it's hard to do like this. I think we're better off dragging that one up above it. There we go. Okay, now it's fixed. All right. So we've gotten rid of the grid pattern behind all of these now, right? So now we can work on transferring these all over to over into Affinity Designer here. And this just makes it easier to track and avoid mistakes. Right. So we shut off 141 because we're about to transfer over 142. So it's pretty easy to do here. Make sure you're on 142 here. Select everything like this. Control C like that. You come over here. Verify again, 142. Yep, no problem. Paste over this. And now here's where the bounding rectangle comes in right here. Now I can just line it up, and now you've got to scale it. See, the scaling's off, right? So now you can grab the handles here like this. I can stretch it upwards like this. Probably right about there. And then I can stretch it in the x-axis like this. Right there. And then you can see how this is pretty much lined up. The blocks, the rectangles right inside the blocks. Sometimes I'll stretch it up a little bit like that. And now each one of these is located inside the grid, right? And so that helps us, right? That helps us place them. So then we just lock that layer, shut it off, lock it, select the next one, unlock it, and then we do the same. We come over here. Then we just do the same for 143. It's not that hard to do. You always get complaints about, oh, so complicated, so needlessly complicated, so hard. I just, you know, and it's like, you know, it's not that big of a deal. It's not. Control C like this. Again, verify that you're on 143. We are. You get that, you bring this over. And, you know, it's just a different way of building. You know, it's just a different way of trying to get from point B to point A. Then we do something like this. Drag that guy up to about there. I think that's pretty good. And then we bring it over to here like this. Yeah, that looks good. Right there. Also, I like to take the layer label and kind of put it in the middle here. So while I'm working, I can see what's going on. It's a little easier to do that way. So then you can close that one up. Shut it off. You can lock it like this. Lock. Hands. And select the next layer, unlock it, and then you just do that. I can't tell. I don't have that eye. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. But sometimes, sometimes rarely, though, I find that the field of view in Minecraft and the way that the perspective works, sometimes that makes things look a little funky. Sometimes it does, even for me. Leave it to the professionals. Oh, stop that. Stop it. You have to keep in mind, I've been doing construction of some sort since I was 17 or 18. Yeah. Just do it. You can do it. So let me see. Where was I? So we're about to transfer over 144. 144. Right there. There we go. Like this. Like this. And we just do a copy. Control C. Come over here. Control V like this. And we just put it in position like that. And we stretch it this way like this. About there is good, I think. And then the x-axis like this. So you can see where that bounding rectangle comes in real handy for that. And this took me much longer to do when I like the first 10 or 20 slices until I got this system down and everything. Now it's down pat. It's a lot faster. A lot faster than it used to be. Okay, selected, unlocked, good. All right. There we go, back onto 145 like this. V like that. We need to do this. Here we go, that allows us to select. Much better. Control C like this. 145 indeed. Control V. So you can see where we have all kinds of fail-safes built in here to make sure that we're putting the right graphics on the right layers and things like that. So that's critical. Super critical. There we go. Okay. So there we go. There's the first 5 layers, and you can see, we're already halfway done. That's not too bad. Unlock, select, we're good. And plus, it's taking me a little bit longer because I'm talking and stuff and explaining while I'm doing it. So that always takes up some time. But I'm just focused on just banging it out, and it's much quicker. Much quicker. Let me see. Like this. We should be on 146. Like that. See, like this. We go over here like that. Let me see. We're doing good. Okay, we left that one on. That was the problem. There we go. And there we go, like that. Or like this. Okay, we're good. On to 147. But we need to check chat a little bit. So Nebs and I have been trying to get together so I can log on to see what she's been doing on her world lately, on her server lately, and we've been just like, schedules have been just missing each other and just missing each other. And it's maybe later on tonight, Nebs, if you're around, maybe tomorrow or something. We'll see. But I definitely want to get in there and see what you and Draken have been doing. Let me see. We'll do it like this. There we go. So this should be 147, and indeed it is. And the Mighty Siege 661 has raided our stream. Good afternoon, sir. Good to see you. It's been a while since you and I have seen each other. How you been? How was your stream? I was on the road and I basically just ran right home and started up the stream. So I haven't been seeing what people have been doing. So what were you up to? And there's Nebula with a shout out. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Raiders. Right now I'm doing a design layout for the slices. I'm doing a 3D printing kind of build in Minecraft right now, and I'm laying out the slices for those 10 slices. And Reptoid, hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you. And Reptoid is letting us know Siege went to the end. Brought a friend, got his first Elytra officially, and he is flying high, of course. Those of us who know Siege know the guy behind that one. Good. I've been working a lot lately. What he said. Yep. I hear someone in California hit the 2.04 billion Powerball jackpot. Was it you, Thunder? Clearly not. Though I'm one of those type of people that if I did win that, none of you would know about that. No one would. We all wish. None of you would know that directly. So you may realize it after a while, but none of you would know that directly. If Thunder wins the Powerball, I'd be the Thunderball. It'd be the Thunderball, yeah. Okay, let me see. We just finished 147, right? And we are now on 148. Sounds like yeah, sounds like Pokemon, yeah. So there's a good little topic in like a few sentences or less. A few sentences, or how about just a few sentences? What would you guys do if you won the Powerball? If you got that $2 billion, $2 billion. That is a lot of money. $2 billion is oh so much. Now you're going to get taxed on that and stuff, but even so. Well, first of all, here's the first thing, right? Would you take lump sum and take the hit on the lump sum, or would you take the payments? I would take the on $2 billion. I would definitely take the lump sum. Again, you guys probably wouldn't know about it, but you may realize it after a certain amount of time. But what would you guys do with that? So first of all, would you take the lump sum, or would you take the payout, the incremental payout? That's good. I should start a poll on that or something, huh? Hello, Thunder. Hey, Kai. How are you doing? Hey, good to see you. I missed our morning work session on the server this morning. So Kai is also another fellow buffoon. For those who don't know, Raiders, if you're not familiar with the rest of the buffoons on the Buffooncraft server here, but usually her shift and our shift are the same, right about the time. She's east of me, but the times we log on are just about the same. So shout out for Kai Lady, thank you, shut. Reptoy, me win, get a small shack in the hills, buy a small farm, hideout, and keep on gaming and streaming videos like usual. Canadian tax is different too, so I'd be richer than any American with my winnings. Rep, you and I are along the same lines of thought there. Yeah. Kai says she would take the lump. Yeah. Would surely take the lump sum and then just live off the interest of it. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, Kai was in Resident Evil. Yeah. This morning. Yeah. Yes, I'm Canadian as well, so no taxes here. Awk. Awk. All right. Again, if you're just joining us, we're just laying out our slices here for our build in Buffooncraft right now, and we're almost done. So I'm using Affinity Designer here, and I'm registering them all to the chunks and the blocks. That's what I'm doing right now. And we're talking about lottery. Possibilities of winning the lottery. I definitely would take lump sum. That seems like the that seems like the general consensus. We all agree. What would be the argument for taking out the payments? And historically, has anybody done that? As for the rest of my winnings, hypothetically, no comment. My closest friends would know, though. Yeah, my family would definitely know, right? So there's that. My closest friends might not realize it right away. Might not. And again, it's not that let me undo this here. It's not that I wouldn't do anything for them, certainly. They just wouldn't realize it was me. Not right away. Yeah, there's a lot to be said for anonymity when that kind of thing happens to someone, right? Anonymity is critical. I believe it is. For me, it definitely is. I would buy out my neighbors and get a few goats. I love Nebs. Nebs, you are... Again, Nebs, I concur. And Rep says, smart move. Get yourself fully secure first. The more you're okay, the better to help others with. Yeah, definitely, Rep. Definitely. If I won, I would be 100% charity streamer. And I think I would start my own charity. Yeah, if you start your own foundation or something like that, yeah. Oh, I want goat soup. Nebs. All right, last slice to transfer over. So I've given you guys a rare insight as to how I plan out these slices. Sure, Thunder, you just didn't get enough time to prep today. Sure. Now you guys get to see prep stuff, whether you like it or not. Okay, we're good. All right, so here's all of our slices for the next 10. I usually do them in groups of 10, and then I'll do 5 on stream and like 5 off stream. So back down to 141 like this, and then we can see each one progressively. You guys can get an idea of the layout as we proceed upward. All right, 149 up there to 150 right there. So we need to start with 141 where we left off the last time. And now we can proceed onward. All right, I'm going to drag the schematic off to the 3rd monitor down here where I can view it as we build. Let me just set this up a little bit. And let me see, since this monitor has a different resolution, I need to adjust the zoom a little bit. And I don't need that much. How about, yeah, that's better. Okay, that looks good. I think I can follow that. Soap, not soup. Because I was thinking goat soup. Thunder soap, not soup. I've used goat's milk soap, oddly. Very smooth, huh? Shut says, let me see. Goat soup. That's going to get clipped for sure. Let's see. I would set up 3 different accounts that cannot be accessed unless something came up and a lawyer determined that my kids needed it. Yeah, lately, considering my age and the advancement thereof, trust. You would want to look into a trust for that. Goat soap is awesome. It makes sense. Dove soap? How do they get dove milk? I don't want to know. Rep. Modern Minecraft idea, goat milk into goat soap. Set up all the trust funds for the kiddos, yeah. And not only that, but things that you're buying, even for yourself, property especially, right? If you're buying a house with a plot of land and stuff, you set that up in a trust. It doesn't matter if somebody somehow gets your money and you become broke, or people can't come and take the property from you because it's in the trust. It's property of the trust, it's not yours. So there's pros and cons to that and stuff, but that's not legal advice, by the way. It's just a stream, people. I'm not liable. All right. Let's log on to the Buffooncraft server. Now, Shut Mountain, I have to ask, if you don't mind, are you incredibly busy right now? Do you have about maybe 10 minutes? We aren't lawyers and we cannot be in good conscience to give legal advice. Absolutely. We could talk about legal advice, but as far as officially giving it, not this guy. Nope. Not this guy. Why am I over here? What's all of this? We'll explain that. Let me see. A little bit of this kind of stuff. So, Shut, do you have a couple of moments here to spare? We'll explain all this nonsense shortly. Shut's probably gone into a semi-lurk right now. Good. That means he probably won't be seeing this then. Let me see. What do I have for gear and stuff? Ugh! We got some rubber banding there. Awk! Ow, my face. There we go. Paging Mr. Shut Mountain. Are you actually streaming right now? Could you be streaming the Sea of Thieves for the Friday Fun Night? Not yet, but probably soon, right? Shut, if you have about 10 minutes to spare and could join me on the server for just a moment, that would be great. Yeah. Ow, my face, said everyone who played Minecraft ever, especially while wearing an elytra. Yeah, that's a famous tangoism, isn't it? I think that's why all of our avatars in Minecraft have the flat faces. Look where I am, kiddos. There we go. I like that. Oh, says Nebula. Paging Mr. Shut Mountain. I was really hoping that you would be on on the server today, but I know Fridays, especially this time, being eastward of me by 3 hours. Hey, you know what I just realized? I haven't updated my skin for wintertime. I need to do that. Yeah, I'm barefaced, baby-faced right there. So I gotta get scruffy looking, because first day of winter was November 7th. So at least at my latitude where I'm at right now. So. All right, I don't know what's happened to Shut, but we could return here if ever he is able to join us on the server. Gonna add no sickles for cold weather. You know, I haven't, since I moved to California, Rep, I haven't had to think about that in a long time. Wintertime, we usually go up to Big Bear. That's our nearby mountain ski resort. It's actually really close to us. It's probably about 8,000 feet, and that's where we do our snowboarding and stuff. And we usually rent a vacation cottage up there. And still, it doesn't even get as near as cold as I'm used to being from living in New England, where I'm originally from. So. That would be funny. Yeah, Canadian situation for sure. Yeah. Oof. There we go. Got a little bit of rubber banding. We got some of our chunks are loading up there, so we're going to add some slices on. Let's take a look at, let's see what the iron farm's doing right now. Uh-oh. We are 1 ingot shy of overflow. And so I have, you can see I have 3 columns of storage only. And then when we get up to the third one, anything after that is incinerated, because I really didn't expect to be making this much iron. And the farm has just gone nuts since I've optimized it like this. It's just gone absolutely bananas. So while we're waiting for Shut, we'll wait for Shut for a little bit, and if he's too busy, we'll just do it some other time. But we'll wait a little bit longer, and we'll make some iron blocks that we can use today. So I just pull them out in groups of 9. It's easier just for crafting's sake, I find. There we go. And I think just this double chest here will be enough, because I should already have some up there, I believe. Again, I could do the shift and get them all in here to fill my inventory, but I like to do 9 at a time. It just makes it easier for crafting. There we go, yep. There we go. Boom, shakalaka. Just like that. Then we can go transfer these upwards, and we'll see if I have some up there. I think I do. But are you used to that? New England winters now? Yeah, actually, believe it or not, I never really acclimated here to Southern California. I've been here, God, I don't know, 19 years now. And climatically, I should say, I'm still used to life up there at like the 47th parallel. I'm not used to it down here at all. Let us do this. Also, resupply with rockets while we're here. This should be up there. I think I have a shulker of iron up there. Let me see. Maybe turn the system off for a few years. Well, yeah, that's actually what I do. I don't run it all the time. I like to try to keep the lag down on the server as well. So we have a little bit here. We could do with a little bit more. That's pretty good. Let's go down and let's empty out another double chest, and that should be enough for us to do 5 slices. Yes, I tend to overcraft sometimes and end up with stuff all over the floor in front of me as I work. Join the club. Join the club. I hear you. I've been doing a lot of work in this little area too, which has been a lot of fun because I've been mucking about with a lot of redstone, which is always fun to do. Okay. Let's grab this out of here like this. And this out of here like this. See, and then you always wind up with some leftover like that. That's why I like to pull them out in 9s, but whatever. I mean, I suppose it still does that, but whatever. Again, this is usually these are usually pre-stream tasks that I usually prep ahead of time, but today was a pretty hectic day. Biggie's basketball season has started, and even though he's driving himself around, I usually don't have to drive him. Our second vehicle is in the shop right now, so we have to coordinate our driving right now, and that means sometimes that makes me a little late for streams, but that's all right. So this build is a Mega Iron Hand. Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Actually, it's supposed to represent silver, but the best way I can do that is with iron blocks, so. Do a little bit of this. Yeah, let me see, how many full stacks do I have? Hey, artisans. Ooh, I have 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, like that. We'll just pull 9 at a time. That's good. Gives me that. Try something like this. See if we have enough. Say that drives me kind of bananas, but it's not that big of a deal. Because you can always do that. All right, so that gives me that, and let me see. How am I doing for time, by the way? 3:50? I'm doing pretty good, I think. Great. Let us, I'll tell you what. Nah, let's just do what we need to do. That's better. Just make ourselves the iron blocks that we need, so desperately need. So at the beginning of the season, this farm wasn't really working so great. It was okay for an early game farm, but it needed some tweaking. And oh boy, did I ever tweak this thing. Now I know everything there is to know about iron farms. Makes sense. It's awesome. I guess Thunder is officially a mega handyman in Minecraft now. Points to giant hand behind him. Yeah, I'm kind of handy. And here come all the hand puns, right? Gotta hand it to you, Rep. That was a good one. All right, let's just clean up the scraps now. Yeah, that one's filtering down through. And we should be good. We should be in good shape here. We could just chuck those leftovers back into the system. Okay, I think we're doing fine. That might be enough for us to do 5 slices. I think it shall. I think it shall be enough. And we need rockets. Thunder's box of rockets. Do I have any left, or am I going to have to stop by and buy some from Shut Mountain? No, I have a steady supply of rockets from Shut Mountain already in my rocket box. All right, let's get up there. Let's report to the job site, shall we? This is getting absolutely insane. Okay, so let me see. How did I do this when I last left off? I think I was just going from pinky to index finger across. That's how I was doing it. And I think let's keep that amount in our inventory right now. And I usually like to carry a couple of dirt blocks around with me just for convenience sake. And here we go. Clipped handyman meme. You are the man, Reptoid. You are the man. So remember now, this is what we're doing here. And you can see where these green blocks are. These are the scaffolding. There's one bit of scaffolding right there. And the red lines here are the dirt axes that help us register things as well. So. All right. In fact, I think I can zoom over here a little bit better. Well, a little bit lower, maybe like... I'm adjusting the zoom right now. Yeah, this is good. Maybe a little bit less, maybe 10% less, like that. Okay, I like that. That's big enough so I can see it, but still the whole thing will fit on the screen. All right, let me see. I be that lizard. Yep. This build is massive. It's probably the biggest build I've made in Minecraft so far, but I assure you that it is nothing compared to what the other buffoons have done. Buffoons be kicking it this season, my man. So how did you or whomever create the initial idea and the schematic? Okay, yeah, I was saying just before the raid, I made a 3D model of my hand. I made a 3D model of the hand. And then I used an app called Voxelizer. And I posted the link in our Discord. And what that does is it takes a 3D model and it breaks it up into cubes, into voxels, right? And then you can see, decide how many voxels you want. So you can affect the resolution of it, right? And so I wanted it to be probably from about here all the way up, as you can see. And I wanted this distance from here to the highest fingertip to be about 192 blocks. And so I set the resolution and dialed it in and then hit the voxelizer, and then it turned the 3D model into cubes. So that was step one. And as what it does after that is it prints out a PDF of a 1 block slice all the way down the voxelized model. And then I take that slice and I transfer it into Affinity Designer. And then I label them and I figure out which ones are going to be which, put them all in order, and I do about 10 of them at a time. Fascinating. People, Thunder's creating a gauntlet. Be kind to me, Thanos. I will not snap. All right, let me see. That is north, so this is definitely where I want to start. And this part can get a little bit tedious here sometimes for the viewers as I'm laying this out and I'm counting out blocks. But, you know, what I'll usually do is complete a feature, check chat, complete another feature, check chat. And I usually do a little something like that. So let me see. Let me pick a good spot in which to start, at which to start, I should say. So let me see. We are... All right. From scaffolding 1, 2, 3, and then I'm 4 from there. 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. And so this is how I'll get started here, like this. And then I'll just count them out here. 1, 2, 3 like that. And then I go over 1, 2 like that. I go over 1 like this. Horizontal. So I should have this kind of thing. Good. And then 3 horizontal like that, shifting up, shift up, 3 horizontal like that, then across down, 3 horizontal like this. And so I'm following that schematic right now. Shift down, 1, 2 horizontal like that. Shift down, 2 horizontal like that. So I should have 3, 2, and 2. Great. And then this should go 1, 2, 3 vertical like that. Here we go. It should shift over 1, 2 of which should be on the axis. 3, 4 like this. Shift back 2 and over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4 like this. Then horizontal 3 like that. Shift back 2 and down. And this looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get that little feature there. 5, 6, 7, 8 like that. And 2 like this. 3, 4 like that. 1, 2, 3 like this. And then shifting over like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And that is complete. And hopefully I keep my bed on me here so we can sleep when we have to. And so that's how I pretty much go about doing that. And then I'll just go over to the next one like this. But I'm going to need to do a little bit of sleeping because all kinds of monsters spawn up here. Let me see. At this size, any mobs that spawn inside your hand are bug size. Yeah, well, you could see like every 10th layer or so, I put out some torches every now and then on the inside. To kind of keep the mob spawning down to a minimum. It squished them good, yes. It sounds like these other builds people will need their chunk render distance up to about 50. Yeah, chunk rendering is a big deal with us. We're going to get... There goes my bed. I'm going to have to fly down to get it. Server's going to do a restart, maintenance restart in about 2 minutes. Anyway, so we will have to pause. Oh, there's our friend the dolphin. Where did that bed fall to? Did it land up there on some of those features? Because I need that thing, people. But you can see why I go through all the trouble with the grids and the registration and stuff. Because if I start something and then I stop it and then I try to go back to it, I need to know where I left off. I need to be certain I placed blocks correctly. All those kind of things, because you miss a couple of blocks here and there and it makes a big difference. It'll throw the whole build way off. To where did my bed fall? I mean, I could always let it despawn and go grab another one. I've certainly got plenty of them, but... And let me see. That I'm also at 4:01, which means I'm halfway through the stream. Time to shift from sitting mode to standing mode. And... the server restart has picked a good time to do that. I don't see my bed floating anywhere. I could be out of its render distance too, so. Yeah, if that's the case, I don't really care. I'll just go fetch another one, but. You know, I'm Scottish, so I have to try to retrieve it if I can. I think I dropped it here, not on the other side, but. And I don't think it fell over here. I'm pretty sure it broke off and dropped down here. Somewhere. Whatever. And there goes the server. Okay. Floor 16, the second knuckle. Ding! You know, I have no idea what to do with the interior of this thing. Oh, that's what Nebs is doing right now. All right, so every 8 hours, the server does a maintenance shutdown where it starts and it restarts. And that's just for server maintenance stuff. And there we go. Okay, we're back. And I'll also switch to standing mode. Make it your home. I am working on my home. The perfectly handy man's home. Okay. So here we are. minor adjustments as we switch to a standing mode. Thusly, okay, we're doing well. We're doing well. We're about to start the second finger over here, otherwise known as the ring finger. Yeah, but I need to go fetch a bed because I'm not going to keep flying back and forth and doing this. Cool thing is I can glide almost all the way to spawn off of there. Kind of cool. Let me see. I should have spare beds over in said chest monster over here. Let's see. There we go. Okay, enough of this now. We need to get building. I have been able in the past, with proper preparation, I have been able to bang out 10 slices in one stream. I have done it in the past. It's definitely not going to happen in this stream, though. Definitely not. So I've dropped my ambitions down to 10 slices a day, but 5 on a stream day. All right, let's do this. And we can do something like this. All right, so I'm going to start right here for this one. There we go. Okay, there we go. So this goes 3, 4 like that in that direction. Then it looks like we shift back. We shift up and back 2 like that. 3, 4, 5. We should be 1 away from the axis, which we are. We shift back 3 and up. Hands, behave yourself. There we go, like that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 is on the axis like that. And 6, 7, 8 like this. And yeah, we're going to have to bring this one down a little bit because I think I'm in the right spot. Yes, I am. Okay. That's right. This should be over there and not there. All right. Awk. Bad timing. Antivirus. All right. Let's do that. Where am I going to be here now? When last we left off, yeah, this gets a little tricky in this region because got a lot of compounding blocks and stuff. 5, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. 5 like this. Oh, that's why it's confusing. Yeah. All right. This goes here like that. And then this does this. Okay, so that's that row. And then we have another row like this. That runs right on the axis. 7 like that. There we go. And then we have this one right here. Yeah, this stuff is really hard to track. That's why I really can't see myself doing this by eye and just winging it. You know, it would be such a mess. Three, 4, 5 like this. Okay, and here's where it branches off here. 1, 2 like that. I think it goes like that. That looks about right. It's 2 like this. Like that. Okay, so we should have 2 figures that look like that. All right. Now, I'm a little uncertain about this side, so I'm going to come over here and work the other side and work my way over there. And they should line up. Should line up. Should be 3 to the chunk border, and it would help if I had chunk borders on, because that's the whole point of doing this, right? I can now use chunk borders to help me register things. 4, 5 like this. I go up 1 like that. 3 like that. All right, so I have that looking like that. This goes here. I cross that way. This should be right on the axis, and it is. 2, 3 like this. Has that little feature right there. 2, 3, 4 like that. Goes over here. 1, 2 like this. Goes up into the next chunk. 1, 2, 3 like that. And this goes here. 1. This looks like 7. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, see, this is a little bit off here. So when that goes to 7, this shifts down to 2 like this. And then 2 like that. 3 like that. Means I can take these 2 out right here. That looks good. And then I can think of this going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 like this. So I can think of this going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 down there. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. No. Whoa, we're good. See, sometimes this gets hard to register sometimes in these middle areas like this. This here should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down like that. 5, 6, 7. We're good. This should be 3. And then we should have 5 right along the axis, and that's a good place to stop and sleep. And not throw our bed down into the ocean below. There we go. Let me see. 10 slices a day. Why did that make me hungry? You and me both. Pizza? Oh, yes. I mean, what's pizza? It's good foods, indeed, I agree. My hand would be like my Stickman drawings. Only more pixelated. And only 15 blocks high max. Participation award level build. I do have an idea for part of the build being a smaller scale version of this. Maybe in the nether. Drank that a little too fast. All right, let's put in this next feature because this is taking a long time. So 5 right on the axis like this, and then looks like 9 if I do this way. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 like that. Yes. Okay, and then how to proceed. This is sort of already pre-registered. 2, 3 like that. Yeah, okay. 4 like that. That's fine, that's fine. And then over like that. Okay, and now we're into the next chunk. That lines up well. Now, see, the thing is, when I'm looking at this schematic, I can see about 6 blocks without counting. Once I get into 7, 8 blocks, then I need to count. But I can see about 6 of them at a time. So that looks like about 9 blocks. Okay, that's good. Shifts down like that. That's good. Thusly. All right, so this should be... This looks like 5. No, 6. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should stop 1 short of the axis, and it does. That's good. Bring this over here like that. On the axis, 3 down here like this. Bring this over 2 like this. Sun. I've got 3 of those there, and then this goes all the way over to the chunk border. Like that. And goes 1 into the new chunk like this. Goes back sun goes back 3. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across like that, right? Yes, good. Lined up quite nicely. Okay, so we should be done with that. And now we've only the index finger right over here to do. Okay, so if I go over to here, sun. Okay, so this is the 4th and 5th block like that. That's how this one registers. That it does that kind of a thing. Six like that. There we go. This shifts up 1, 2. That's 3 over to there like this. This is 1, 2 like that. This should be right on the chunk border. Good. 1, 2 like that. 1, 2 like that. So I should get that kind of a thing. Yes. All right. Now it's just easier to think of this as a vertical 1, 9 up like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 like that. There's a feature right on the outside of this one. It's the 4th one like this. And let me see, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. Over here like that. Like that. That over there. And then this should be... Looks like 7. 7 like that. Shift down 1, 2. We should be on the chunk border there. Yes, we are. Shift down 1, 2, 3 like that. Four, that's good. Down 2 and over 1 like this. Let me see. This just got a little wiggly here. 3 across the top like that. 4 down. Shift up 2 and then over. Here we go. Like that. Okay, that's good. And this here goes 1, 2, 3, 4. We're done. There we go. Woo. Actually, we have this little bit to put in right here. Let me see. 2 over. We need to go 2 down like that. And 1, two over like that. Then just shift down like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Whew. All right, let me see. Idea, redstone build to make 3 fingers fold up sometimes. Smirks. You know, I have made comments about, you know, maybe making that finger first. Fun stuff, kids. Fun stuff. Let's see. All right, so I'm about to start on the next slice, so that means we shut off 141 and we flip on 142. And 142 should go a little bit easier. The features start to get a little simplified, a little more simplified, and they don't overlap each other as much. So that's kind of nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to start right here like this. And it's going to go 1 this way and 2 that way like that with a superfluous medial vowel. And then it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And then it's going to cross like this. 1, 2, 3 into the new chunk. Shift up 1, 2, 3 like that. Shift up 1, 2 like that. 2, 3, 4 like that. Come back 2 like this and go 1. Looks like 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. And I think this does it correctly here. Good. And we go over 1 like that. 6 like this. That. This looks like 6. Like that. Goes down 1, 2, 3 like this. That's good. Like that. 4 like that. Let's back up 2, 1, 2. This goes all the way down to here. Like that. 1 over the axis, good. 1, 2, 3 like that. Over 1, 2 like that. And then goes in 1 like this. Okay, and we're done with that. Yeah, these are getting a little bit easier now. A little bit. But we need to do a little bit of sleeping. And we need to restock on some iron in the inventory as well. Let me see. Haha, good times, great memes. I've taken a break from my world for a bit. I can't wait until you see what I've done. Yeah, you and I, we have to try to align our schedules. My schedule is crazy lately, so that's my excuse. But be right back. And now I'm back. Speedy Thunder, guess what's in the forecast for tomorrow? What is in the forecast tomorrow? Tomorrow being Saturday. Today being Veterans Day. What would be in the forecast for tomorrow? Being a weekend on Saturday. Snow! It won't stick, but the first flurries. Hey, we're getting there. We got some snow here, believe it or not. Like I said, up in our mountains that are close by here. We got some heavy, heavy rain the last week, last 4 or 5 days. And it cleared up about 2 days ago, but it's cool enough. It's actually pretty cool here for California. And And so that translates into snow up on our mountains up there. So, yeah, we got not as much as I thought we would get because we got so much rain. I really expected the mountains to have a good blanket of snow on them, but not so much so. We had flurries after a sunny, clear sky the other day. I said, that was sudden. It passed by swiftly, but man, it was dark and snowy suddenly midday. Untangle myself here. There we go. Yeah, I used to really miss that. Well, I still do actually. Miss that like heavy cloud cover snow that you used to get, and things get really, really quiet like that before it starts to snow. I used to really miss that. I still get that at Big Bear sometimes. You can go to some spots and it's kind of like that. But okay, so north, we're starting on that was that finger, and now we're gonna or that digit, and let's start on this one here. And I think the best way to go boot that 1, 2, and this one should start on the third block, right there, like that. And it should go 4 in this direction and 3 in this direction. And thankfully, it's broken off from those features over there and those features there, so it's going to be a little bit easier to make, or it should be. Like that, crossing the axis, goes over 1 like this, and then it looks like 7. 4, 5, 6, 7 stops 1 short of the chunk border, so I was correct. This moves over 1, goes up 1 like that, crosses 1 like this into the new chunk. This now crosses again. Does that kind of a thing. Like this. Stopping 1 shy of the chunk border like that. Shifting down 2 like this. Shifting down 2 more. And shifting down 2 more like that. Yes. And then this should extend 1, 2, 3. Like that. Should continue thusly. Like that. All right, this does something a little weird. Right there. And then does... How to go about this? Like 1, 2, like this. 3, 4, like that. And I think that should do it for that one. Yeah, these are getting a little bit easier to handle now. That pizza talk earlier is still on my mind. Dang it! Dang it! Might have to order some shortly. It's making me a little worried for here. The last couple of days it's been in the mid-high 70s. It's going to cool off majorly tonight. Last time it did this, we had an ice storm, February 2021. Off, get them batteries and candles ready. I meant oof, not off. And I should have known that you meant that too before I read it as off. Already got all of that covered, thankfully, rep, and we've got a wood stove, so we're good with the heat too. It's funny, you know, actually, we're having a very cool winter so far for California. And I'm not complaining one bit. All right, so let me see. We are on the ring finger now, so we've moved over to here. And the shape is kind of similar. I want to look at this first. All right, yep. So we got to like double, triple check, make sure we're in the right spot. So 1, 2, 3 like this. This extends 2 blocks this way, and it looks like it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that into the new chunk. There we go. Then it looks like it shifts up 1, 2, 3 like that. Shifts up 1, 1, 2 like this. Shifts back 2. And looks like it does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 like that. Shifts over 1, 1, 2, 3. Like that. Then shifts over 1, 2, 3 like that again. And rotates 1, 2, 3. And we should be 1 away from the chunk border. That looks good. Come up here like this. 1, 2, right on the chunk border like that. And then it looks like it does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. Shifts down E, R, sod like that. Shifts down E, R like that. Goes 1, 2, 3. Then 4 with a double. 5 with a double. 6 with a double like that. Stops right there. And then this extends 1, 2 like that. This extends over 1 like this. Goes down. 2, 3. And then that one's done. One more. For this slice, anyway. All right, where do I want to start this one? But let me get caught up in chat. Awesome. Fourth from the scaffolding. Fourth from the scaffolding like that. Good. Like this. 1 down like that. Okay, there we go. That's good. Shift over 1, 2, 3 like this. Shift over 1, 2 like that. Shift over 2 more like this. And this goes 1, 2, 3 like this. And then we go 4, 5, 6 like that. 7, 8. Like that. That took a little bit of concentration, as you could tell. This looks like 8. Let me see. I should be 5 away from the axis here. 3, 4, 5. 4 and 5 like that. Right? Yeah, so we should be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like that. And then I know we got to sleep, but we got to finish this up. Shift back 2, 1, 2, 3 like this. And then 1, 2 down like that. And that should shift over, and we should be enclosed, and we should be all set. Nice. All right, that's good. Doing a little bit of sleeping. Okay, I caved. Ordering time. So, TC, Mr. Thunder, and Nebula, and chat. All right, Rep. Enjoy your pizza, man. I'm thinking I'm going to need some of that pretty soon myself because we haven't ordered dinner yet. It's still a little bit early for us. It's only 4:30, somewhere thereabouts. But that's usually when we start the orders for it. Okay, that's better. All right, so let me see. That should be layer 142 complete. Right there. Okay, let's do this. Just doing a little bit of adjusting here. 142 is off and locked. 143 is on and unlocked. There we go. No, not advancements, not yet. We have other things to worry about. To concern ourselves with. We had pizza last night, so it's leftover pizza. Pizza, not pizza, like my New England accent. Or something else tonight for supper. I have no idea what Mrs. Thunderhand and the boys are going to do for dinner. I know it's on them for tonight, though. Unless they want to wait until after the stream's done. Which I don't think they want to. Let's do this. Let me see. So we'll start back this way now. And we should be on 143. And every now and then I do a check here. So 206. So 200 minus 600, that's going to be 40. 200 minus 60. It's going to give me 140, and then 4 from 6 is 2, 142. So yes, we're on to 143 now. So that's good. So every now and then do a little arithmetic to check. This is, let me see, 1, 2. This is the third away from the scaffolding, and this is a little bit weird for this. So this one starts right here, which is a little strange. Like that. And let me see, it does 2 in this direction and does 3 in that direction, like that. And it goes over 1 like this, and up, and over again. So we should get that kind of a thing. We do. And then this goes over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that. This goes down 1, 2, 3, like this. 1, 2, 2, 2 like that. 1, 2, 3 on the axis. 4, 5, 6 like that. Shifts over 1, 2 like this, and then crosses like this. 1, 2, 3 horizontal. Shifts back 2 and down. And it looks like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Shifts up 1, 2, 3 like that. Does 2 and then up 1 like this, and then connects over there, so we're good. That was quick. I like that. We're having trouble though climbing up to some of these other ones because we're getting to that point now. All right, next one. Probably be easier to do this way. 1, 2, start it here. 3 like that. And do 1, 2 in that direction. And let me see. 2, 3. 2, 3 to the chunk border, and then 4, 5 into the next chunk like that. And then from here with these last 2, we shift up. 1, 2, 3 like this. We shift up 1, 2 like that. And then starting from here, we go forward to within 1 of the chunk border like this. There we go, like that. That's fairly easy to do. 1, two like that, right up to the chunk border like that. And then it crosses over like this. 1, 2 horizontal. Shifts up. And extends 3 into the next chunk. So we go to the next chunk border here, and then San like that. Shift down 1, 2 like this. Shift down 1, 2 Moa like that. 2, 3 like that. Shift over, and this should line up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be 6 to the edge of the axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good. Should shift over 1, 2, 3 right there. Should shift over 1, 2 like this. And then rotate 1, 2, 3 horizontal where it links up there. Yes! Nice. All right, over to the next one. This should also work out pretty well if I start right here. 1, 2, 3 like that. Should go 1 in this direction. And then it should go 3 in this direction. 1, 2, 3 like that. Should cross right here. 2, 3. Shift up. 1, 2 like that. 2, 3 like this. That's good. Shift over. And similarly, it should go to within 1 of the chunk border like that. Shift over 1, 2, 3 into the next chunk. Rotate like that. Should shift up. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Should shift up. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. 2, 3, 4 like that. 1, 2 right up against the chunk border. That's a good sign. 1 here, 1 there on opposite sides of each chunk. That's good. 1, 2. Awk. There goes 9 ingots of iron. Awk. Shift over like this, and this should extend to the edge of the axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Should shift over to 3 like that. Good. Should shift over 1, 2 like that. 2, 3, 4, and should link up like so. Nice. That one's done. You can see where they don't, if they don't overlap each other like that and mix into each other, it goes quite a bit faster. And let me see, this would go 1, 2, 3, and start on the 4th, like that. And it'll extend downward to that direction. And extend up. Let me see, that's right on the axis here, right? 1, 3, like that. And this stops 2 away from the chunk border right there. That's good. Shifts back 2 and goes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, right on the chunk border like that. Shifts back like this, puts 1 there, skips that block. Does 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Back 2 like this, 1, 2, and this looks like 1, 2, 3. It looks like 7, but it goes right to the edge of the chunk, so I don't really have to count here. That's good. You can see where the chunk borders save us from having to count sometimes. That's good. Okay, this crosses here. This gets a little weird over here. 1, 2, 3, doubles. Like this, and that goes there and there like that, I believe. Shifts over 1, 2 like this. Shifts over 1, 2 like this. 2 like that. And let me see. This should have gone. Let me see. Should be right on the chunk border. Yes, it's getting dark. We need to sleep. Like that, I believe. And then 4 extending past that goes up 1, 2, 3 like that. Let me see. That feature then does this right there. Does that right there. Nope, we're a little bit off, but we need to sleep so we can fix it. We're a little bit off there. Okay, let me see. I'm going to lurk for a bit eating. Please do. Please do. We're almost at the end of the stream anyway. Well, we have 15 more minutes. All right, let's see. Where did I go wrong? Where did we do that? 1, 3 like this. And that went over there like that. All right, just so I can help mark things. Sometimes I'm having trouble seeing things. All right, that's the axis, right? It extends 2 after the axis. So this block should not be here. And too Scottish to let that go. Excuse me, it's getting a little dry in here. There we go. So that goes down to like that. But what happens, this does not go here. This should go here. No, no, not there, hands. Stop that. Hands! So I think this is wherein lies the problem here. So this now goes 1, 2, 3 over here with that going up there. And this now, we remove these 2 like this. Awk. Good enough. All right, so that looks like that works out there. It goes 3 over like that, down like this 1. It looks like all of this is off. One, 2, 3, 4 on the 4th one. So it's double to like this, 1, 2 like that. And one thing I can check quickly, I can count out to the edge of the chunk border. All right, so here's the axis. It should go 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's the axis 1. Yeah, this is off. Wow, this one's hard to register. It's really hard. It's on the 4th one, right? It's on the 4th one. This side should be 1, 2 like that, yeah. Okay, that's good. Good. Okay, I think all of that is correct. So if I come over here now, 1, 2 like this, adjacent to the axis, this goes like that. Then there should be 2 more to the chunk border. Correct. All right, 2 more to the chunk border. 2 more past the chunk border. And then I think things line up after here. 2, 4, 6 like this. I think we're good now. This goes up 1 here like this. 2, 4, 6, 8 like that. 2 on the top. Yes, okay, we're good now. Whew. Man, this got a little mixed up down there. All right, so where am I at? It's 4:49 here, and I'm on slice 143. I'd still like to see over the next 11 minutes. Maybe I can get 2 slices in. I'm pretty sure I can at least do 1. So let's get over to here. We'll turn off 143 and lock it. Unlock and turn on 144 like that. And let me see. We still have plenty in the inventory. We should be able to knock this right out. Should be able to. 1, 2. Should be 3 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Should do that kind of thing. And then similarly over here, 2, 3, and 4 like that. So this should help us register things and line things up here. So this should go 1, 2, 3 like that. Should go 1, 2 like that, and then 2 like this. And we should get 2 more like this, and then 3 beyond that. 1, 2, 3, and this should shift over and then up. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Should shift over like this, and then 2 like this. And shift up 1, 2, 3 into the next chunk like that. It should now cross, and that looks like 5 to the chunk bordered. 5, that's a good sign, lining up. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Should shift down 2, shift down again 2. And then I think I can think of this as rotating as 1, 2, 3 like that. Shifting back 2, 2. And it should go right to the, should terminate right on the axis. Like that. Good. And then this should do this. Like that. Like that. Okay, that's looking good. Let me just double check this. This, and then we need to shift it down 1, 2 to the chunk border like that. And then this should be a straight run all the way over, but let me see. 1, 2. Should be 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 8th block being that. Uh-oh. Again, something's off. 7 from the chunk border, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we're good. We're good. We are good. Like I said, you know, we have less blocks to place, but they're more difficult to place them. So 1, 2, 3 like this. Okay, days, I'm back now. Welcome back. It was a quick dinner, Nebs. Just saying. 2, 3, 4, 5, thusly. Shifting up, 1, 2, 3 like that. Shifting up 2, and then rotating vertically 3 like that. This just goes right to the chunk border, so we don't have to count. That's nice. Shift over 1, 2 like this, and then goes horizontal 1, and then horizontal 3 like that. Shifts up. This goes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. This crosses 1, 2, 3. Shifts down 1, 2 right on the chunk border like that. Shifts down 1, 2 like this. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5 does that kind of a thing. We have 6. 7 does that kind of a thing. 8, 9 should be on the axis. That's a good sign. Then we shift over like this. We shift over like this. 1, 2, 3 like that. Crosses. We're good. We are good. Next finger. All right. This gets a little funky right here. Because that starts right there. Does that kind of a thing. Does that kind of a thing. Also, we might want to place a block over here too. 1, 2, 3, and 4 like this. And time to sleep once more. I don't eat big meals. I eat a lot of small meals. Me too. Especially now that I'm older, my stomach's starting to give me a little bit of trouble every now and then. It's doing okay now, but a couple of weeks ago, not so good. So, let me see. Where am I here? This will go 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. 2 like that. 2, 3, 4 like this. Oh, this is weird. This extends over and does that kind of thing. That's a strange kind of feature, but we can measure over to the next axis too. Two, 3, and then we're on the axis. It does that. Okay, we're good. It's a little weird, but okay. Looks like 6. Should stop too shy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, right there. Lining up. That's good. 1, 2, 3, like that. And then 1, 2, like that. 1, 2, like that. Okay, and this goes, looks like 6 to the chunk border. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a good sign. And then 3 into the next chunk. 1, 2, 3, like that. Shifts down. 1, 2, 2, 2, like that. 2 like that. And then it's pretty much a straight run and terminates on the axis. Like that. Then does that, then does that, and that. 1, 2, chunk border, that's good. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this. Okay, something's wrong. Let me see. So from the chunk border like this, 1, 2, 3, this begins over here, like that. Oh, wait. Should be 7 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like this, and it overlaps thusly. That's good. Okay, on to the next one. I think I could have made that. All right, let me see. This would be best done this way, I believe. With one right there, and what would be the easiest one to count? Probably if I went down like that. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the fifth one. The fifth one like that. Okay, that's good. And that's pretty easy to do. Shift up and go 2 like that. Rotate 3 vertical like this, and then rotate 1, 2, 3 on the axis. 4, 5 like that. Shift over. 3 like this. Shift back to 1, 2 like that. And then do that kind of a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Shift down 1, 2, 3 like this. 2, 4 like that. 2, 3 like this. Okay, I think I'm good there. Shift over like this. Violinity! Woo! Right at the end of the stream. You know what? I'll hang in for a little bit here. I'll hang in for a little bit. Vio, how are you doing? And of course, there is Nebs with the shout out for Violinity, our fellow buffoon. How are you doing? Always good to see you. Yes, how was the stream? What were you up to on your stream? Since we were streaming at the same time here. Hey, how are you? I am doing excellently. Thank you so much. We're just wrapping up the stream, but I'm going to hang in like an extra 10 minutes here for you. Welcome in, Raiders. Plus, I want to finish up at least this feature on my stream as well. So let me see. 1, 2, 3 like this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that, and then we're done. All right, I'd really like to put on the 5th slice here. Violinity raid! The fruit bats are coming to spread the light. Hello, Chris. Was fabulous. I played Stardew with Chris. Oh, okay, good. Hug, late to the raid. And thank you for the shout out for Chris, Nebs. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're just wrapping up here, actually, as a matter of fact. But I figured I'd hang in for a few minutes for the raiding folks because I greatly appreciate it. And let me see. We're just finishing up our slices here. So I was going to do the 5th slice, but I kind of ran out of time. But let us now step back and get a view, shall we? Let me set some render distance stuff and things like that. So let me see. Video settings. Yeah, see, that's not going to do. Let's bring it up to about 24. 24? Right about there. And then we could fly over to that observation point over there. Hopefully I can nail this landing, but I'm getting a lot of lag. Oof, I missed it. Yeah, I was getting a lot of lag as those chunks were coming in, so not the server, it's just me rendering. I should be able to do this. There we go. Okay, let's let those chunks render in. And that's where we're at right now. So we just finished up slice 144. So we've got the thumb is in there. The pinky is starting to come in there. Within the next probably 10 chunks, we'll see that form. And then we have the other 3 fingers coming on up into there. So, like I said, I've been slacking off on this because I've been busy with that down there, right? and playing around with redstone for that and stuff and having a grand old time. But, you know, it's back to work on this thing. Violinity, your build is awesome. Thank you so much. Nice handiwork, D-Stank. Oh, we've been making the handy puns for the entire stream, so. So that's where we are at. And I think if I linger here long enough, I might be able to get a decent thumbnail out of that. Like that. Okay, well, you know, we just got the raid, and I'm so grateful for the raid, and I'm so grateful for Sieger's raid earlier too, and so that's 2 raids for this stream. That's pretty good for me actually. So, but I am past time to wrap things up. So unfortunately, I have to end the stream here. So what I'm gonna do though? Did you see my texture pack? Where the bat in Minecraft? It's fine. Have a great one. Oh, and hey, D, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much. I turned the bat into Violinity, my PFP. Glad to stop by and drop a follow anytime before you end stream. Yeah. Vio, no, I haven't seen that, but I guess I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah, I definitely want to check that out. You know, and here I was just about ready to go and raid you. But you finished up first. But you know what we can do is we can go over, we can raid Shut. Shut is playing Raft right now, and he's probably playing with Villager and Kai for their Friday night shenanigans, even though the 2 of them don't appear to be streaming. But Shut is streaming, so we'll go over and we'll raid Shut. So I'll bring you guys over to Shut's stream. So let us set that up. And there, Nebs has put in the raid message in the chat if you would like to join us, and I highly encourage you to. Even if you don't have a lot of time to stick down, just stick around. Just drop by and say hi and stuff. Shut is an incredible guy. Buffooncrafter was just in the stream a little bit earlier before he started streaming himself. So please go check him out. He's a super, super cool guy, and I'm going to bring you guys over to there if you so don't mind. Sorry, lots going on here. Eventually, I'll drop the texture pack and picture in Buffooncraft server. Yay, Shut! Yeah. So, yeah, I definitely want to see that. I definitely want to see what that looks like. Okay, so just a quick recap of the stream schedule change. We'll be streaming Buffooncraft on Fridays. Very likely we'll be doing that from 3 to 5. So p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our next stream is Kachi Time. That remains the same. That's on Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then Generations has moved over to Wednesday from 1 to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And let me see. Last Generations was Baby Zombie Rush. So this Generations coming up this Wednesday should be building on the server. So, alrighty. So let's kick off that raid. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Thank you, Raiders. Thank you, everyone. And raiding out to Shut now.